Marvel Rivals. Winter Soldier. So this is my first real game with Bucky on Marvel Rivals, and I say real game because I've picked this guy a few times intending to play him, and then I remember that he has projectile, I miss my first 3 shots, and I immediately swap off onto someone else because I just don't have the confidence I can play him. And that happened for a handful of times until this game. So this one I was like, fuck it, I'm feeling like I can perform, I'm feeling like I should be okay, I'm warmed up. And I had an amazing time. I think this guy is one of the most fun characters in the game, and I think he's also one of the most dangerous, especially on 1v1s. However, you have to be able to aim, and it's not as easy as aiming with Psylocke, it's not as easy as aiming with Punisher. Like, this guy is projectile, and you're gonna feel it. His bullets do not travel as fast as I'd like them to, but if they did, he would be even more broken than he is. And how Bucky works, for people that don't know, is he fires 3 times with his very powerful gun, and then he has to reload. However, if you use an ability, it reloads his gun. So just then, I was shooting at that Venom, I threw that fireball at that Venom, and then I could shoot again without reloading, because it had done it for me. So you can keep up the pressure of his attacks just by linking all of his moves. One of his moves is a grappling hook like that. That will reload his gun, and then another one is an uppercut that will also reload his gun. And just then I did his ultimate, but sadly, at this point, I didn't know how it worked. So if you've never played Winter Soldier before, guys, when you do his again, when you do that, when you come down and hit somebody, you will put this red marker on their HP bar, and if you can kill them to that marker, you will refill your ultimate, and you can refill it for as many times as you can do that. He is incredible if you can keep resetting that ultimate. I've seen people do it 6-7 times in a row and absolutely clean and wipe a whole team. That's the potential on this character if you can aim. And then my favourite thing about him is that he also comes with the synergy ability with Rocket. So if you have a Rocket Raccoon and he puts down that tool, you can fire infinitely, which makes him incredibly good. Because you take 3 bullets and you give them infinite ammo and a 66% fire rate increase, I think it is. It is insane. And as of late, guys, when I've been playing the game, I've not been able to play Duelists, so I've not played Winter Soldier since I made this video, sadly. Whenever I see somebody pick Winter Soldier or Punisher, I will say to someone on my team, can you pick Raccoon? And I'll pick the other one and we'll get the full team up. And it's the ultimate potential for your team to do really well. It's just so far, we have yet to get somebody play Punisher or Winter Soldier to the level that would really make it shine. But it's such a cool team up, and that's what makes him so strong. And he's just a really, really good character. And then you combine it with, this is 2 teams trying to win that's quite contested. Both teams are capable. You know, it's not like we're just rinsing absolute jobbers. People are, you know, they're getting in there, they're staying on the objective. And then we have this map, which this is one of my favourite maps in the game. I'm a huge fan of Convoy, and particularly this one and the one in Yggdrasil. That one and this one together are easily the most enjoyable maps for me personally. I'm definitely liking the symbiote level a lot more than I used to, because I used to think that that level was just kind of bad because I didn't understand it as Iron Fist comes for me and we shut him down. There's a lot of people right now, guys, complaining about Iron Fist because a capable Iron Fist is a really annoying character. And sometimes people get really lucky with him and they'll pop his ult and they'll use his block and it'll absorb something you try to do and then he'll kill you, and it feels really cheesy because it doesn't feel like he's aiming and it feels like he follows you even though you're running away, and you get frustrated, right? Lots of people are doing that. Here's the trick though. He is not half as bad as you think he is, as long as you pay attention and as long as you're willing to shoot him. There are lots of things that shut him down, there are lots of things that counter him, and I do not have any fear of an Iron Fist anymore, because I have the tools to do what I need to do to get rid of him, and my team are capable enough to support me while I do it, and he generally doesn't last very long. However, that being said, if someone is good who plays him, then he can be an absolute menace. And their team pushed just then, which was pretty cool, and it enabled to get us all off, and we tried our best to stay there, but we weren't staying there at all. Also, I get hassled here by an Iron Fist in the spawn, which is really funny. But if you don't know, guys, you get healed in the spawn when you traverse the doorway. You can also shoot out and the enemies can't shoot in. So never put any pressure on a spawn door unless you know how they work. But right here, we've got the 2 tanks going in, we've got the rocket being really aggressive, but I can't hit him because this character's a bit too high skill ceiling for me. But there's my ult. I don't refill it again. You're also going to see footage of me holding the ult until I don't use it and I actually waste it, which was really depressing. And then that was just a bad activation because I've not really practiced with it, so that's my fault. But we do have a Jeff on top of a Groot, and I didn't have a lot of respect for that combination until the other day when I played against a really good team, and their Groot was unkillable. Like, I did everything I could to fuck that Groot up, dude. I was hitting him with a debuff from Cloak and Dagger. I was hit scanning him with Cloak. I had a team that was shooting him. He would not go away. And there you go. There is Iron Fist getting wrecked again. Also, if you ever see that spider generator on the web, guys, you need to shoot it. Penny Parker is one of those enemies that people really do not respect enough. But if you let her get set up and you let her start stacking those mines, she's a nightmare. But right here we grab the Venom. He's used his E ability to give himself armor, but we've got the Lunar on us, so we don't have to worry too much about being killed. And I'm going to put as much damage down the range as I can, and our Psylocke finishes off that Venom. But here we go. Raccoon is so hard to hit, dude. Look at that guy. It's insane. And then I get a kill streak even though I didn't kill anybody. I think it's because they count the assists. But their team is doing everything they can to stack up on this door, and you love to see it. But this here, if I can get rid of this, I'm overextending a little bit here. I could go and get the HP. I do the grappling hook to try and grab the Scarlet, but she vanishes just in time, but then she gets killed by another Scarlet. And you'll notice the Scarlet player swapped off of Iron Fist. So I know exactly what kind of player that guy is. He played Iron Fist, couldn't do his cheesy bullshit, and then he picks a character who literally doesn't fucking aim. So you know that that guy is that kind of player. And you do not have to fear that kind of player because they don't have the ability. They're not thinking of the next move. They're too busy holding mouse 1 and trying to rush you down without any thought behind it or any team. That's me wasting my ultimate because I'm a great player. There's an Iron Man. Iron Man's going to have a real bad time with anybody on hit scan or anybody actually shooting him. It's just sadly, I'm not as capable with projectile as I am with hit scan, so it's not really my bag. I almost kill Psylocke then, but luckily I don't need to. That was a very, very fun game. And if you haven't tried this guy, he is brutal, he is difficult to use, but he's worth it. Put in the time and you will be a fierce member of your team. Thank you for watching. You take care now.